Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to talk about a few of the content plans that I have for this channel and the stream regarding Diablo. So, I made a Sorc when the game came out, got it to level 100, tried a bunch of the different builds, realized I really like playing Firewall, which I did most of the way, finished up the character. Well, I didn't want to quite stop playing Diablo, but there's not a lot to do at high level, so I made another character. I made a Necromancer. We got a build guide for that as well. It's been a lot of fun. I really tried to make minions work. I got that character through the acts, through the different difficulties, and it was quite a blast to try to make minions work every step of the way, and I think I succeeded in that goal. And I didn't get to level 100, I got to like level, 90 something, and it's basically like, well, if I just do the same type of stuff for 10 more hours, I can have the character finished. And it doesn't really strike me as something that's particularly enjoyable to do because, well, I've already done that on the Sorc and, well, I already have like the finalized gear. It's just, a matter of putting in the hours, which honestly, I'm not getting enough out of. So I thought, for now, maybe this is where my Diablo 4 journey ends, at least until the seasons come out. And I took some time off. Rania and I went camping. It was a lot of fun. Got a time to think about things. And you know what? I'm not quite done playing Diablo 4. I really like playing Diablo 4, but there wasn't really that sense of challenge anymore, and I didn't really feel like making another character as I was pretty happy learning and playing through the Sorc and the Necro. And also realizing that perhaps it's time we play a little hardcore once again.
Hardcore.
Now, when Diablo 4 was being released, I advised everybody to not play hardcore because it would be kind of a mess. For sure, people would get totally wrecked by unintended mechanics. For sure, people would get wrecked by terrible server stability. And while the server stability was still pretty good, it wasn't quite good enough to not wreck most of the high-level players, which died exactly to that. Since then, I have to say that the servers have been pretty good, and one thing I kind of overestimated was the stuff that I would do once reaching high level. There's not a lot to do once you reach high level. It kind of makes the leveling process the entire game. And the leveling process, now that I've done it on softcore a couple times now, well, it's not like all that thrilling. So, to put some thrill into it, I think playing hardcore is the way to go in Diablo 4, at least for me. So, what do I plan on doing? I plan on playing hardcore. I'm not going to be streaming like all day, every day, or anything like that. I will play at my own pace, but you know what? If you guys are checking out the regular Twitch stream that happens on a daily basis, I might actually be playing Diablo 4. I want to really savor the journey. I want to play through the acts, play through all over again. Yes, it means getting renown. Yes, it means getting the Lilith altars, but it also means that if I choose to play hardcore when the season comes out, I would have already done that. So there is that angle as well. And I think the challenge of completing the game solo self-found again through hardcore, now that I have some of the knowledge, now that I know what's dangerous, actually is a challenge I do want to try. In terms of content, as I mentioned, I will be streaming it from time to time, but I also plan to do a series of videos on the adventures of playing a new character in Diablo 4. Now that I have a pretty good understanding of the mechanics and what to do throughout the different levels, throughout the different, points in the game where you're really challenged with difficulty or you have to make certain decisions with your character, now I can present those to you guys as I do them, because I'm not going to be playing like 15 hours a day or anything like that. I'll be playing a few hours here, a few hours there. And what I want to do in terms of YouTube content is kind of like a walkthrough / journal of my hardcore adventure, where I'll be showing you guys my progress throughout the character, and also if we happen to live or die, and also, of course, the different stages, and explaining my thoughts behind making the decisions that I do. I think it would be a really interesting thing to see, and I haven't really seen this from other content creators, so why not do it myself? In terms of the details, I will be playing a Necromancer. When the game was to come out, I was really deciding between Sorc and Necro for my main character, and I opted not to play Necro because there was too much uncertainty if minions would make it throughout the endgame in Diablo 4. And it turns out they will make it through the endgame in Diablo 4. They're just not as good as some of the non-minion builds like Bone Spear or the Shadow Mist build. But they're still pretty good, really. They are. They're still serviceable. I do think that with enough effort you can even clear Nightmare Dungeon 100. Maybe not in hardcore. You probably wouldn't want to even try that in hardcore, but I think it is doable in software. I think it is doable within the boundaries of the class. Moving forward, I expect that Blizzard will probably nerf a few things, adjust a few things in preparation for Season 1, but the way that I see it is I think they're just as likely to nerf some of the powerful Necro builds as they are to buff some of the minion side of Necro builds. So I feel like whatever Blizzard does, I'll probably land in a place where I enjoy playing Necromancer my own way, which is how I intend to play the game. In terms of the build that I'm planning, I'm not too sure, and because I'm starting over, I'll have no resources, and because generally in that stage of the game, you kind of play with what the game gives you, I can't say 100%. I don't have a plan that I will for sure stick to, but the idea that I have is to continue to utilize minions, but have more of an active role on the character. I think most likely I will go with kind of like a Bone Spear style Necromancer that will use Skeleton Warriors and Skeleton Mages for defense and offense. And I have a few twists that I think will make the character quite unique. I know Race QT did a similar style of build, kind of coming from my idea of originally coming up with a Necromancer minion guide, but I have an even different evolution of that build than he took on, at least in my mind anyway. And I also have a potential build in the Blood Nova build, getting the unique amulet, which I got like 15 of on my softcore Necromancer. I think there is a minion blood build that is possible, but again, I think that requires a little bit of testing. So, hope you guys enjoy the journey. I will give you guys lots of updates, and for those that haven't tried Diablo or haven't played too much yet, I think it'll be an awesome learning experience and journey. So, hope you guys check it out, and we'll see you next time.